Good afternoon, YouTube. Good afternoon, StreamYard. Lord, I'm on StreamYard. Good afternoon, YouTube. Good afternoon, Facebook. This is the TD Watkins Show, and today we're going to talk about, could you date someone that was HIV positive? And I'm just going to get a few things out of the way. I'll need to check real quick and see if it's showing up on Facebook. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Get to my stuff. Okay. It's showing up. It's showing up. Now let me look on YouTube. Let me look on YouTube. All right now. Let's see. Get over here to YouTube. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let's see. Oh, let me see. Let me see. I think. I think it's going. Okay. 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 All right. All right. We're good to go. We're good to go. Good to go. Wait a minute, y'all. Now let me get this off of here. All right, guys. All right. So I'm trying to figure out who's in here. Put a comment in the chat so I can figure out who it is. And let me get this off. Now, because that was making me echo. So I'm gonna give it just about another 3 or 4 minutes to get one more person in here, okay? Hold up for just a minute. I'll be right back. Laura, go up on my YouTube channel with me so we can talk. You hear me? So you can type it in. Let me know when you're in. Okay, y'all. So today I wanted to talk about, could you date someone that was HIV positive? And the reason that I wanted to talk about that is because we have a lot of people, especially in the African American community, that are HIV positive, and they're lonely. And I'm just not sure if people are even thinking about um, see, like Laura says, no way she couldn't do it. But I'm thinking that the we're not truly educated on it. You know, a person that's HIV positive, if they're taking their medicine every day, if they're going for their checkups on a monthly basis, like they should, and then once they're going out of time, they don't even go but every 6 months or once a year. But if they're taking their medicines every day and they're undetectable, they cannot give you HIV. They just can't. It's not possible, because what undetectable means for a person that's HIV positive is they can't find it in the bloodstream. They know that you still have HIV because you haven't been cured yet, but they can't actually find it in the bloodstream. So if they can't find it in the bloodstream, then why would you treat them differently? Because one of the problems I have with people saying, oh, I could never date somebody that was HIV positive is, what about the other people that you date? You don't know if they're positive or not, especially young women. How many young women think, let me go and make sure that this guy gets tested? before we become intimate. They don't. They don't go to the health department with them and then they sit back and run a battery test for both of them to make sure that she doesn't have it or that he doesn't have it. So, these are things we really should think about. I agree. I agree that to depend on someone else to get tested is taking a big risk. I do agree with that. But you would want to be with somebody that's committed. If they were honest enough to tell you that they're HIV positive, more than likely they're taking their medicine. And that's just facts. The ones that don't tell you, but they're actually positive, those are the ones that are not taking any medicine. They're sneaking around with every Sue, Sally, and Mary Jane. And they don't care if they put your life at risk. But if they're honest enough to let you know, hey, I'm HIV positive, then you don't. And then another thing is you can get on PrEP. And PrEP is a daily pill that you will have to take to make sure that you don't get HIV. So if you were dealing with someone HIV positive, but you weren't positive about if they were going to be safe or not, or if they were going to be honest enough with you to take their medicine, you could always take PrEP. Because I'm going to tell you what happens. There are so many women that find out that they're HIV positive now at the exact same time that they find out that they're pregnant. Because, in Tennessee, everybody gets tested when they're pregnant now. That's the law. Everybody gets tested. So some women are not positive in the beginning, but where they're still having sex with their husband or their partner throughout, they become positive like at 4 or 5 months of pregnancy. They'll become positive. It happens a lot. It happens a whole lot. So to me, I would rather that person is honest from the get-go. Be honest up front. Let me make that decision on whether or not I feel that I want to take that chance. And if we go and I know, hey, I'm going to go to the doctor with you. I want to see your months of lab work. I want to go back. We're not going to just go back one time. We're going to go back maybe a year or two, and so I can see, are you going to the doctor like you should? That's another thing. You can see if they're getting their medicine from the pharmacy the way they should. Are they skipping a month? Or are they getting it every month? And then, of course, if you live together, you can watch them take it. But that would be a lot. My whole point was someone that's responsible. And you know that they're responsible and they're not trying to pass HIV. If they were responsible, you have been dating for a while. And then you begin to love that person. Would you be able to let them take the condom off? Or would you even be able to get into a committed relationship? Because believe it or not, I know quite a few, not a whole lot, but because HIV is not as prevalent as people think it is. But I do know a few people that are in a committed relationship where the lady may have HIV and the husband doesn't. And it's hard for women to give men HIV because we're the receivers. But so it's difficult because we wrap around them. That's very difficult for a woman to give a man HIV unless her numbers are astronomical. And then it's easier for a woman to give a man HIV. But in most cases, it's the man that's giving it to the woman or a man that's giving it to another man. Whoever is the receiver, that person is more prone if the person is not taking their medicine. That's the only way they can give you HIV. They have to not be taking their medicine. So if a person is not taking their medicine, they would be more prone to give you HIV. But in a committed, grown-up relationship, you all should be able to discuss that up front and decide what you want to do. For instance, I knew this woman years ago that had a boyfriend, and she was positive, but she was always undetectable. Always. She was positive. He was not. She let him know up front that she had HIV. He would have relations with her, but she would always have to be the one to pleasure him. So he would always get oral sex, but she would never get anything back. To me, that wasn't a relationship. To me, if he was going to accept the fact of her having HIV, then everything should have been on the table as far as them pleasuring one another, because she told him up front that she had HIV. Now I know other people, because I used to work at an HIV clinic, and now I'm researching infectious disease. So I know other people now that will bring their new boyfriend, new girlfriend in with them, but they don't even let them know that they're at an HIV clinic. And so therefore, if something happens later on, they feel like they'll have the benefit of being able to say, hey, um, um, you knew I was positive because you went to the clinic with me. But that's not how it works. Because just because a person goes to the clinic with you, if a person comes in with you, we're not going to ask them if they know if you're positive. And me, myself, I'm going to try to get you away a little bit, and I'm going to ask you in your ear, is it okay to speak about your, uh, whether you're positive? Is it all right to speak in front of this person, or should I just use other terms? Because if the person tells me, the patient says, no, I don't, they don't know I'm positive, I'm never going to even bring up the word of positive. I'm just going to bring up everything else that needs to be done. And I'm never going to say, not even one time, hey, are you taking your HIV medicine? I'm just not going to do it. And I'm going to even tell the doc, hey, they have somebody in there with them. This person doesn't know they're positive. And so the word positive is not going to be brought up. So you still would be legally liable if that person, even if you don't give them HIV because you're taking medicine every day, but if that person is angry enough to take you to court because you kept that from them, then you're going to go to jail in Tennessee. You're going to go to jail. They're going to put your picture all out. And I'm going to tell you something else. If you're just dating, if you don't have any reason to be sexually active with another person, you don't have to tell them that you're positive. They're just taking you out to eat or taking you out, on a cute little date. You do not have to disclose that you're positive. You don't. Only until you decide that you're going to become intimate with a person. That's when you have to disclose. If you decide that you're never going to become intimate with that person, you never have to disclose to that person that you're HIV positive. You don't have to do it, and you want to make sure that the person that you're dating, that you really feel them out anyway. Because, if you're a person that's positive, I've seen this so many times with women coming and crying to me in the clinic when I was still a clinic nurse, because they would tell someone that they just liked that they were positive, especially young women, and they would blast it all over social media. They couldn't wait to blast it. You don't tell anybody right then unless you have no problem with it. Now, if you have no problem with it, more power to you, because I know a few people like that too. They're going to tell you up front, they're going to make you sign a paper saying that I told you I was positive, and that's it. But if you do have a problem with it, take your time. Get to know that person. And then you can let them know. Because you may date them 4 or 5 times, And then you decide, hey, I don't even like this person. This is not the one for me. For instance, I know a young lady that she told her baby daddy that she was positive before she got pregnant. He messed with her anyway. She got pregnant, because she took her medicine every day. But the minute they were no longer together and he got another girlfriend, he ran and told her that his baby mama was positive. Who does that? And then the girl blasted it all over social media. Okay, you blasted it all over social media, but he was with her. So what does that say about him and you? And I wouldn't want to be with a man that would blast another woman's business all over social media. I just wouldn't want to do it. But all right, you all. I just thought I would give you a little bit of education on the pros and the cons of dating someone that's HIV positive. Um, I was hoping more people would come into the stream because some people asked me to start going live at around 4 o'clock. But I'm gonna try it again next Sunday with a different topic. I'll decide what it is. But you all, please comment on what you see. Give me the like, the thumbs up. If it's on YouTube, give me the thumbs up. Please make a comment. I'll still go back and look. I go back about every other day to look to see if I have any comments, or if it was something you think I left out that I should have put in there. Then just please let me know. I usually don't like to go over 10 minutes. I'm almost at 17 minutes because I know everybody has such a busy day. But again, this has been the TD Watkins Show. We talk about grown stuff over here. And I love the bloggers that talk about the what's happening with the celebrities. But what's happening with the celebrities does not enhance my everyday life. I like to watch that for entertainment, but I really want our channel to be something that we can enhance each other in our everyday life. Whether we're talking about divorce, dating men getting out of prison, dating HIV positive men, we need to be able to enhance our everyday life. So once again, it's been a TD Watkins Show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And thank you so much for watching, because you could have been doing anything else. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you, and God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.